All right, what's going on, guys? It's Monday night, last Monday of the month. Hope everyone had a good weekend. This is your co-host, Aristotle, of course, joined by the fresh Shazam with his new camera. Very nice. And of course, fresh from the shower, Sick Nick. All right, Shazam, take it away.
Hey, thanks everyone for joining in, joining in on the Monday Night Podcast right here on Panoramic Gaming. And yes, I'm as of this weekend, I'm now officially a certified uncle with a nephew on the way.
Yeah.
So, but order of congratulations to my oldest brother and his wife for finding out that their kid that they're gonna have a boy on June. So, shout out to all the June babies coming soon. So, anyways, that being said, yes, please. It's instead of going off with some curious questions, we're about to pick up where we left off, and that is Volume 2 of Trail of Tears, useful weapons in a zombie apocalypse. Now, as you guys as you may remember, there so as you do remember, couple weapons were didn't make it to the cut to the first one. So allow me to bring it into cut Volume 2 as promised. So get ready for Volume 2 because Volume 2 is about to get more nuttier. And I wasn't joking when I said it was gonna get nuttier. This thing. Oops. There we go. There you go. Cool. All right. Time to get a bit nutty with Volume 2 of useful weapons in the zombie apocalypse. Now, as you can see, our original five weapons from the first volume actually made it. So as you can see there, we got our baseball bat, OG bow and arrow, our tactical shotgun, which is right over here, also made it. And where's our oh, there's the MP5. There you are. And yeah, who's our? Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah. So let's go. Oh, there's our pump action shotgun. Haha. So put it right next to each other. So if you guys remember our first five, we have the infamous barbed wire baseball bat, shouts to Negan, our bow and arrow, tactical shotgun, the pump action shotgun, and the infamous MP5. So let's kick it off. So as you can see, we have definitely useful, somewhat useful, not really useful. Of course, just throw that shit in the garbage. So, round 2, useful weapons in a zombie box. Now, please be very realistic, and I mean super realistic. If this weapon is actually very useful. So, let's ask for round 2 of this opinion. Going off with the barbed wire baseball bat.
I could definitely see its uses with that.
What was it last week?
Oh,
I think it was definitely useful, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, we'll keep it there again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say definitely useful. Great blunt object. It's a perfectly blunt object.
2 in 1, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Is that the crossbow? Or no, that's our hunting bow.
That's well, compound bow if you want to get technical.
Yes, compound bow. Yes.
Hunting bow.
So our compound bow from the first round, from Volume 1, actually made it back. So I ask again, does the compound bow and arrow become definitely useful, or
I still think it's top tier because you can take the bow and you reuse it, or the arrow.
Yeah. At least the ammunition for it is reusable to a certain extent, at least.
I'd say top tier.
Okay. All right. To our favorite tactical shotgun.
So by tactical, I'm assuming you mean semi-automatic
Yes,
fire.
that one. That's semi-automatic.
I could see its uses, though I wouldn't necessarily think it's super useful unless you have a steady supply of ammunition for it. So maybe somewhere in the lower part of definitely useful, if we're being generous here.
Okay, that's
Agreed.
That's fair. And now a much more older shotgun, the pump action, double barrel.
I would say it's a bread and butter for any apocalyptic medium, whether it be movies, TV shows, or even video games. Like, pump action shotguns definitely has its place, but kind of like semi-automatic in a realistic apocalyptic environment, I wouldn't necessarily say it's super useful unless you have a steady supply of shotgun shells lying around.
Would you say that the pump action right over the semi-automatic shotgun?
Maybe by just a hair, only because pump actions are a bit more controllable, arguably, compared to semi-auto. Semi-auto, you can kind of like, you could basically fire as fast as you can pull or squeeze the trigger, but with pump action, you kind of want to make the shots count.
I think I want to say like pump action has a much more bigger spread.
Well, that depends on the shell, actually,
Okay.
not so much the gun.
So should I put it right?
Maybe like above the semi-auto, because that one it kind of forces you to control your shots a little more, whereas semi-auto you can kind of go nuts with it. Not saying you should, but you kind of can. It's a bit more lenient with its shots.
Okay. Fair. Very fair. All right. Now, does the MP5 make it back in its rightful place at definitely useful?
I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, again, it all comes down to steady supply of ammunition, which for 9mm, it kind of depends on where you are, really.
But in terms of mobility, though.
Sure.
It is very mobile, yeah.
Yeah,
but
it's a very mobile
firepower.
weapon. Yeah.
It's only using 9mm, and my heart says it's definitely useful because it's my favorite gun ever. But realistically speaking, I'd say a little lower than that, somewhat useful.
Yeah, like again, it all depends on where you are. If you're like anywhere else, maybe you might not have a very steady supply of ammunition. But if you're near like a gun shop, for example, then I could definitely see it as being more useful than almost anywhere else.
So
yeah, somewhat useful.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's time to get wacky. So here we go with the first
wacky weapons.
Here, let's get some really wacky ass weapons. Our first one.
Is that a Civil War rifle?
Could be further back than that.
It's actually a pirate's pistol.
Oh boy,
Flintlock.
A flintlock.
Yes,
Okay,
flintlock.
First of all, who is still carrying a flintlock in this day and age?
Nick, you just hear what he said? It's the wacky side.
All right, fine.
Take practicality out of this. This is all wacky weapons.
We're entering into the wacky zone. We're not in the Twilight Zone. This is the wacky zone.
Wacky zone. Wally World?
Yes. Well, yeah, Wally World is also another set of wackiness, but yes. So let's get wacky here.
It might actually be garbage because it's gonna take forever to reload. But
I hope you could at least make your shot count. I hope.
Because we've all watched those pirate or Civil War movies where they take that stick out and clean the barrel before they put the. That's gonna take forever. By the time you put that one ball in, you're a zombie.
Yeah. And
You've been turned to a zombie.
I hope you could at least make his shot count before that happens.
Oh jeez.
Because Lord have mercy on you if you don't.
It'd be fun to use just to watch someone use it though.
Or okay, what?
'Cause-
Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit devil's advocate during these things. Say you run out of bullets, but it's a good blunt force weapon.
Okay, maybe that
Oh.
might redeem it a little bit.
Huh. It'd still be hard to actually kill a zombie though, but with a blunt weapon. Unless
Yeah.
it's like, a baseball bat or
Mhm.
something like that. Because usually when you hit someone with the butt of a gun, it's to knock them unconscious, not to kill them. Usually.
Usually.
Yeah.
And zombies are not gonna die from a pistol, but
See? Okay. All right, here we go. I told you this is gonna get wacky. Here we go.
all right, make your case.
A pair of boxing gloves. Okay, think about it. You're not gonna get bitten on your hand, but you can knock out a zombie and run the fuck away.
Have yet to
Okay.
see a zombie actually be knocked out in fiction.
It hasn't been done yet, but think about it.
Unless you're George Foreman or Mike Tyson, you're probably gonna die with this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
You would have-
it would be good crowd control, I guess, but again, that's very risky in a zombie
Yeah.
crowd.
Like even with someone with half a brain might ask, "What the hell are you doing with a boxing glove?" unless you're like Chuck from Dead Rising 2, where you actually
Oh,
crafted
he does the staff.
know,
The
yeah, with knives. Like you make it look like a Wolverine kind of boxing glove. Then I could kind of see its uses from there.
Okay, good point though, Phil. It's good for like,
Crowd
just crowd control or yeah, stuff like that. But usefulness, not really.
I used to didn't make garbage. Cool.
It does have a very particular use. So yeah, there.
Okay.
Wait, what is that one?
This one is coming from our very first sword collection. This is the Chinese Broadsword. Now, much different from your average Japanese katana. The Chinese broadsword length is actually a bit bigger, and the width is actually a bit larger than a katana.
It's not as lengthier. I'm assuming.
Yes, and not as lengthy as a katana.
I mean, I could see its uses. I wouldn't say super useful, but I could see its uses.
I can
mean,
see
it all-
I put somewhat useful. It is a sword, so
Yeah.
you're definitely getting a lot of miles out of it.
Plus,
You
it
can use a
kind of
sword
depends
anytime.
on the weight of the weapon too.
I'd say it's useful. More useful.
And I think I want to see Chinese broadswords, and in terms of weight compared to a katana, they're actually pretty even.
It almost looks like a longer machete too, because
Yeah.
it's a little thicker. So if you think about it, it's a machete with longer reach.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty good.
All right,
Uh oh.
the crossbow.
Dio's favorite.
Well, all I can say is it's kind of like the compound bow, because the compound bow you manually have to outstretch its drawstring or something like that. Whereas for the crossbow, that kind of eliminates that
Yeah.
tiny issue altogether. But at the same time, the bolts can be reusable depending on what they hit.
I mean, if you can find the bolts inside a zombie's head.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck trying.
Yeah.
I'd say it's definitely useful because it's more practical. Well, it's easier to use than the compound bow. Because it's a crossbow.
Fair. All right, let's get more wackier. A fire extinguisher. Okay, I know the look on your face. Like, why the fuck would you put an fire extinguisher? My case, crowd distraction. Also, a good blunt weapon. A good blunt weapon to get out of shit.
Okay, I could see the blood part, but crowd distraction, I'm not sure because zombies are, they're literally brain dead, and their only purpose is to, bite and spread the infection, pretty much.
And I guess if there is like a fire or anything like that, you could just use it to take out fire.
Yeah,
Get out of sticky situations like that. So they're
yeah.
maybe not for combat, but for just like surviving
Hmm.
usefulness. Pretty good.
Yeah, like for utility purposes, I could definitely see its uses. Not so much for combat though.
So if I feel like because it kind of does that between somewhat and not really.
I put
Mhm.
it somewhat. I think it's somewhat.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
For just talking survival tactics, I'd like a fire extinguisher.
Okay. Fair.
Is there a
Okay.
diving gear?
No, actually, well, I'll get to that in a second. But this
Oh,
one,
okay. Here we go.
this is the a traditional flamethrower.
I would probably put that at definitely useful. Reason being is unlike ammunition for guns where steady supply it can be a little bit difficult to find. Not so much the case for a flamethrower because gas stations are kind of all over the place. So I would say if you want to refuel, just go to a gas station and you should be able to get a very steady supply of gas, depending on whether or not the gas is still
Active.
functioning. Yeah.
Phil, if you put Elon Musk's flamethrower, there should have been S tier. But
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
that
wait,
would
this is a
wait,
definitely
regular
wait,
one.
wait for it. Wait for it. Just wait for it.
This is a regular one. It's a little lower tier.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just the old fashioned one.
Okay. Old. All right. Old
Not
fashioned
Tesla.
flamethrower. Okay. All right. The frag grenade.
All I can say is good luck finding a steady supply of those because to my knowledge,
Okay.
unless you're living in, well, actually most states kind of illegalize it.
Well, I'm gonna
Does
say
it
it. I'm gonna say it
does
right
it
now.
matter if it's legalized or not? Because it's a
Yeah.
zombie pop.
Let's throw out the
None of that
throw,
matters, Nick.
throw that legal shit out of here. Throw that legal shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, even if it wasn't illegalized, they're not exactly everywhere, so to speak.
Well, but in terms of usefulness, if you have one, it's pretty useful because you can
I
take
say
up
it's
huge
useful.
crowds. You can take out huge crowds of zombies. It's probably my first choice if there's a big crowd. Just throw one out there. Boom. You got like 20 kills.
I would definitely like keep one on me
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
in a very like high risk situation. Yeah, situation. Yeah.
I would say above actually below the shotgun. The shotguns. Actually,
know-
the crossbow should be higher than the compo though. I think
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's easier to use. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get ready
Good
for
channel.
get ready for these next three wacky ass weapons. We got ourselves a keytar, a piano, and a guitar. Cause think about it, okay? The keytar has a handle at the end where you could use it as a blunt weapon. Huh?
I've actually never seen one of these.
I've never seen an instrument like this before.
Oh, Stevie Wonder used it, I guess, a couple times. I don't know how good it will be in battle, but
I guess it could be like a good motivator, depending
yeah,
on what music you're playing.
Right?
Kind of like a
play some,
modern
Fear
version.
the
Yeah.
Champions.
Kind of like a modern version of the Drummer Boy back in the Civil War era.
Pretty much. Could
But-
put him in the front line, play some
but,
music.
but realistically,
Yeah, I'd say throw it in garbage.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
all right. I had to attract all the ninja fans in here. Kunai with a chain.
Get over here. Unless you're a scorpion.
Unless you're Scorpion.
I don't know how to use it.
Or
Useful.
the guy from Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
You?
yeah, Hugh.
Maybe.
Hugh. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just put this one in for laughs, just to see someone. I would like to see someone actually use an actual kunai just to kill, just to like see if they could actually like perfectly aim it right at a zombie's head, just like. Get
Oh,
away.
that if you're good enough, you can actually use it as like a rope, like binding the zombies together, maybe
Oh, that's you.
binding something together. I mean, I don't know if you'll kill anything with it, but
Or
definitely be a
like a
good
grappling
distraction.
gun. Yeah. Like if
Or
you,
that.
you know, you're trying to like scale like a high building, you know, want to use it.
But again, since this is zombie apocalypse and most of the survivors are just regular people, you know,
Probably
no
not.
one's gonna know how to use a a kunai with a chain.
Yeah.
Fair. So I'll say sorry, Kunai the chain. You're gonna have to go in the garbage.
Ouch.
I know. It's okay. Gotta offend some ninja fans, right?
I actually have a soft spot for that thing.
Okay. We have a mallet, a very large mallet that you would see at carnival games. The one you gotta hit the thing to hit the bell.
Mm.
That might actually be
I-
useful.
It might be if you can actually swing around that thing well. Because I imagine that'd be pretty heavy.
I'd
Like,
say not garbage, but not really useful.
Not really
yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
It's not garbage because there is, if you're strong enough, you can hold it for.
And you
You
can
might get.
might get you might get you at least a couple miles, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
you have a good arm workout after. Tired. You're tired.
Now let's work things up. We have our M4A1 with an M320 grenade launcher.
Wait, is that M320 or M203? I
M203,
can't tell.
excuse me.
Okay. Because that kind of looks like an M203 from what I could see.
It's an M203. Sorry, I keep mixing 320 and 203, but yes, M203 grenade launcher.
I could see its uses if you're like, near a military base or something.
But
I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put that definitely useful though. Maybe somewhat useful at least.
but you
Okay,
can't,
Phil, rebuttal.
but you kind of have, it's kind of a 2-in-1 combo situation if
Yeah, that's true. All I'm saying is, the ammunition for the grenade launcher at least might not be widely available compared to the main part of the weapon, which is the actual gun itself.
Because you remember last time when we literally shot down the actual grenade launcher.
Sure.
So my rebuttal on this case is this kind of weapon can actually be definitely useful.
Okay.
You may not want to use a grenade launcher all the time,
Yeah.
but in a
But
hair,
it's.
yeah,
I'd say it's maybe around the shotgun areas
Yeah.
in terms of being useful.
Like maybe like
It's still a
mid-
gun.
Yeah, in
So
the
you can get
middle
out
of definitely useful. In the middle.
You still
Not
kill
top
with it. That's the main
tier.
thing. And it has a grenade launcher. So also since it's an M, is that an M4? I believe
it's an M4A1.
Yeah, it's an
yes.
Mhm.
you can also put anything on that in case you don't want to use a grenade launcher. You can put like a shotgun attachment or
You
any
can put
other
another handle on it.
Yeah.
other handle, smoke screen
Mhm.
launcher. So utility wise, it's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Around the shotguns. I don't know if it's better or not, but I guess yeah, in between.
In between. Okay.
Well, you get a longer
Next.
gun with that. Picture.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Maybe definitely like longer stock, if anything. Well, maybe not
Well,
longer. Maybe not longer stock. Maybe just like a much more lighter stock. You know, just for in terms of like
Mobility.
wise. Yeah,
Bullshit. We got our favorite medieval.
a medieval mace, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Gentlemen.
Damn. It's kind of like the mallet, I guess, like an older mallet, but even heavier.
But with spikes though.
Mm-hmm.
But more spikes, meaning it'll get more stuck more often on
Yeah.
the zombie. So that's gonna be a pain. Stuff
It's
used.
pretty short range, so I would put it like at uh low tier, definitely useful.
Low tier definitely. I
Because
would
you'd have to be really close to use that.
honestly like the really like not the large ones, or maybe like a medium size maybe.
Aren't they heavy though?
They are actually.
Kind of. Yeah, like some are really heavy, others not that heavy. It all depends on how it's made, because there are different variations out there.
I think it's definitely useful. It's it's too heavy to be used, more often. I'd say it's somewhat useful.
Okay.
It's kind of like the broadsword.
Hmm.
It's just little, big and lunky,
Okay.
clunky.
Fair.
Yeah, mid cleaver.
Yes.
Yep, it's a cleaver.
A chef's favorite weapon. Well, one of their favorite weapons. A meat
Tool,
cleaver.
technically, but yeah, definitely weapon.
That's probably one of the most useful items.
Oh yeah.
Think about.
Oh yeah. Just to cut through flesh. Holy
Yeah.
Not only that, but if you're hungry, you can cut through meat and then
Mhm.
get some food for the group. Because again, this is zombie apocalypse. No one's gonna cook food for you. You gotta do
That's
everything.
right.
Yeah.
Think of it like the forest.
Oh my god, man! Why didn't we find this in the
You're out
forest?
there
I haven't played that in a while
surviving.
already.
Why-
I'm waiting for 4 more months.
Is it 4 more months? Holy! Oh my god!
Ready, guys.
Wow. Okay.
It's in 4 months already.
Because I'm gonna be playing that every day. Anyway, yeah, that's definitely one of the most useful. It's definitely up there.
It's definitely up there. Okay.
Yeah. At least for utility purposes. At least.
Combat and survival.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What is
Yes.
that?
Wait,
the
is
mini-
that?
It's the mini Gatling gun, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, I hope you got a lot of bullets for that thing.
I hope I can lug that thing around, trying to go through state to state. Are you kidding me?
I would not like that around. But if you do have like a base or a fort you guys have manufactured, that'd be a
Mhm.
perfect defending weapon.
Yeah,
Just,
definitely. But
crowd
don't
control.
don't expect it to be like, you can hold it like rifle, because that's not how it actually works.
But in terms of being stationary and just being useful defending, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I want to
definitely
say
useful.
I would say yeah, definitely useful. Yeah, going off what Air's saying. Or
Yeah.
here's another case. Say that you guys say this is probably unlikely, but let's just say you're to find a vehicle and somewhat repair it, and you can mount a Gatling
Yeah.
gun. Not saying it'll be twisted metal, but
Yeah.
hey,
That definitely could work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just line up a whole bunch of like jeeps,
Mhm.
surrounding your base, and then put a Gatling gun on one of them
Yeah.
or all of them. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Also, fun fact, that actually runs on electricity.
Perfect,
Oh, nice.
because you mount it on a vehicle and you wire it, and you put a button there, ba-bing. There
Yeah,
you
definitely
go.
useful.
Yep.
Wow. Who is Thor?
Yes, I want.
Nobody's gonna-
Okay, let me present you this scenario. Okay, what if I told you the zombie apocalypse somehow happened inside a Comic-Con, and zombies started to attack and infect everyone, and somehow the only closest weapon to you was a replica version of Thor's hammer.
A replica version.
Yes.
So it's not actually Millionaire. It's
No.
just a crappy.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least we don't have to worry about who's worthy.
Yeah. No,
Because to anyone out there, good luck lifting that.
no.
Not only that, but it loses all its power and its credibility, really, as a Thor's hammer. So it's pretty much just a regular hammer.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's not gonna
in
fly
that-
through the air and come back to you like a boomerang.
Yeah. In that case, I would put it like right next to the mace.
Yeah, below the mace. Unless it does redeem its superhero qualities, then
Mhm.
it's definitely. Phil, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean,
Does it redeem it? Or...
I would say so. If you somehow become God of Thunder and you somehow can fly through the fucking air and open up rainbow bridges and shit, then fucking A, man. I'm going to ask.
You don't need any other weapon after that.
I mean, if you're God of Thunder, you don't need any of this.
I know. I'm going to stay in Asgard and protect my world. Hell yeah.
Okay, that just got wacky to the next level.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
that oh, it's gonna get much more wackier going forward. Believe me. Okay, we got ourselves a card 98K.
I would say it's a decent marksman rifle. I'll give it that.
And yeah, instead of trying to kill a zombie with 2 bullets, killing a zombie with the card 90K with 1 shot, genius.
Well, that and it could actually make for a pretty useful hunting weapon if your group goes hungry. That is.
Yeah, but I'll only use it with a silencer, because otherwise you're gonna attract all the zombies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
And we all know.
it'd be good to just kill like from a long range. Like if you see
Yeah.
zombies crossing by, boom, take them all out with a silenced car. So
I would say
I'd
somewhat useful.
I think it's definitely useful. Thinking about it, because you can pick them off one by one. And I
Yeah.
believe what is the ammo does it use, Nick?
50 caliber.
7.92 actually.
No, not 50 caliber. It's 7.62 or 7.92.
7.92, which is a very old caliber.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So do you think it'll be easy to find or be hard to find because it's old?
Well, considering how old the weapon actually is, since it entered service with the Nazis. Sorry, I said that. Um, good luck finding any. Good luck finding the caliber for that.
So I think it's somewhat useful then, because
Yeah,
I was gonna
at
put
least.
definitely useful, but since it's hard to find these and
Mhm.
the ammo for it, it's not as useful as I thought. But it's
Yeah,
up there.
I
Holy
wouldn't
shit,
discard it
Walt.
entirely. Oh,
Nick, I'm
oh,
gonna need to ask.
hello.
I'm gonna need to ask you. We need to ask our Home Depot expert a DeWalt
Oh
nail
god.
gun.
Okay, first
Damn.
off, this is found in the hardware department, not the electronics department where I work in. But as far as this goes, maybe this might be a decent substitute for a regular gun. Like I would probably argue you know, nails are a lot easier to find compared to, you know, bullets. But as far as I know, I can't imagine a nail gun's projectile traveling very far when it's shot, in my opinion.
Well, and also thing with nail guns, well, even today's nail guns, I don't, I don't, I don't think it actually is meant to shoot far. I think you're just supposed to just point it, like point and just.
Yeah, I've used nail guns before. I used to work at Pictures Plus, and I used to nail the frame work and stuff. Not very, yeah, it doesn't go any very far. But utility wise and survival wise, you can make some like doors, doors and stuff, and
Yeah.
nail it together. Nail some plywood together
Right.
Hmm.
to create a fort. So I think it's pretty useful.
I
Yeah,
want to say somewhat.
I would.
I want to say. I'll say somewhat.
use-
Yeah,
Well,
I'd say
actually,
somewhat. That's probably,
I'll say definite in survival wise, maybe,
Hmm.
but somewhat would be like would be much more fair game.
Yeah.
okay. What makes you put it in definitely useful though?
Definitely useful. Literally what you said. It's actually it would actually serve its purpose to create a base to create
Mm.
like a
Alright.
place to actually house yourself and whomever you're running with.
There you go. It should be up there then. Definitely
Yeah.
useful. Because we're not just talking about killing here. We're talking about surviving.
Yeah.
So
Yep. S tier.
Heck, even Resident Evil Outbreak made a good example of this. In the first level or first scenario, I should say, where you're in Jay's bar, when you get to the second floor of the bar, which is pretty much the employees' break room, so to speak, there is an option to barricade, the doorway where zombies will eventually come through, which can buy you some time to, get to the upper floor to escape to the ground level in a safer manner, so to speak.
yeah. Okay, get ready for our next garbage whip. No, I'm kidding. Not garbage weapon. Get ready for our next weapon here. Nunchucks.
Unless you're Bruce Lee, I hope you know how to use that thing.
It's not garbage, but you can definitely use it to scare away zombies, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine a zombie you scare like.
Or
Yeah, they're probably like, what the hell is this?
or heck, if since Bruce Lee is no longer with us, I'd just give that thing to Dean Ambrose. At least he kind of knows how to use it. Yeah, you know what
In
I'm
real
talking
life, or
about. Well, his WWE character, Dean Ambrose, he
so
kinda
he's just
used-
gonna be his character in real life.
I guess. I mean, considering how relatively well he kind of knew how to use it, I'm like, okay, at least he kind of knows its uses.
He's not.
So he's not John Moxley anymore. He's just Dean Ambrose.
Sure.
Oh, Mox. Okay. Okay. No, but let's be realistic. I don't know.
Okay, let's put in the garbage and let's
Yeah,
move on.
I'm sorry, but unless you're Bruce Lee, good luck on using that
Oh,
thing
boy.
if you know how to use it.
Okay, everyone. From the gardening section, we have the pickaxe.
Shit.
No, not
Hmm.
not Fortnite nonsense. A pickaxe.
Actually, the
Well-
first thing in mind was forest. We had the climbing axe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
It looks
it.
kind of like that. It's actually pretty useful if you think about it. It has a lot of different uses too.
Yeah.
Like
Actually-
say gardening, you can garden in the back or dig a
Mhm.
hole, trench.
Right?
Actually, that's what I was gonna say. Like, one way to slow down the zombies, since they're pretty much dumb as fuck, just dig a trench and that'll slow them down a little bit.
Make
Yeah.
some hills,
Yeah.
dirt hills surrounding your base. Make a moat pretty much
Mhm.
around your base.
Out,
Yeah, I think
I would,
I'd-
I would, I
I'd
would,
see
I
him
would actually put
here
it.
as the nail gun.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
it's funny because you can find both of them in the same store.
Yeah.
See, Nick.
Probably the same,
Home
actually.
Depot is the most probably one of the first places I would stop.
I've said it before. Home Depot and Walmart are like my two first stops in the zombie
Mhm.
apocalypse
Yeah.
because they have everything.
Yep.
Speaking of everything, what is
Speaking
this?
of everything, we have ourselves a pipe bomb.
Ah.
Oh, where do you even find those?
Well,
Or can you make them?
believe it or not, you could actually make a pipe bomb if you have the ingredients. Which I'm not pointing fingers, but there are hardware stores that actually have this stuff.
Pre-made and everything?
No, I mean they actually have.
Oh, the ingredients.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Well,
you need
the
like
the shell. The shell, yeah, I can see. You could just like craft that together,
Hmm.
which would.
if you're a chemist and somehow manage not to blow up your own team, sure, it's pretty useful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you probably kill everybody with that thing if you
Yeah.
don't make it right.
So
Well, that
Somewhat.
or it might not even work at all.
Yeah, somewhat useful.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. From CFDs, we got ourselves a blunderbuss.
Where the hell did you even find that? Aren't they all pretty much relics now?
Yeah.
Hey, unless somehow you make a museum. Unless you find a museum, then yeah, then
Oh, I didn't know Uncle Roger was their fourth guest.
I know we have actually no. That's what's his name? Stephen Key on. That's no, it's not Uncle Roger, but that the guy Stephen Key. That not Uncle Roger. I mixed them two up. Not being racist. Shut up. Not being racist. Okay, sorry. We're going off the grain here. But yes, a blunderbuss. How in the world? Much like the flintlock.
Yeah. Good luck finding ammunition for that thing.
Put it next to the flintlock.
Yeah. Sorry, but I can't imagine many people carrying that now.
It'd be a nice display piece, but I don't know what the hell you're
Sure.
gonna do with a relic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I would have made the same. Sorry, Blunderbuss. I would have made the same case for. I would have honestly, yeah, made the same case for flintlock. You know, you could just use it as a blunt weapon. But sorry. Oh well.
It'd be too heavy for a blunt weapon, honestly.
Okay. All right. I know we're crossing back into some ninja territory here. We got ourselves a pair of sais. So if you want to be all Raphael and you want to use sais in a zombie apocalypse,
Or Electra.
Mm-hmm.
or Electra, that's also a very good one.
Fun fact though, sais aren't actually sharp. They're actually meant
No,
to
they're not.
bludgeon.
I can actually see how blunt they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna kill anything.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not even
I mean,
an
you
eyeball,
could.
maybe not even an eyeball, unless like that's just like.
I mean, you could probably
Maybe,
do
yeah.
that with it, but it's pretty risky if you ask me, especially in a zombie apocalypse.
And how short range they are. Yeah, you
Mhm.
might get a bite in there
Yeah.
if you're not careful.
So sorry, I wouldn't consider it all that useful.
Okay.
It's definitely not my first choice.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Okay.
Oh shit.
We have ourselves a gardening sickle. Don't know why I put that in there, but fuck it. It has a blade.
I've always wanted to use one.
I always wonder if you can do like combos with a sickle.
Are they sharp enough to kill? Like actual?
I think so.
I
I
think
mean,
so, actually.
they're usually used to cut plants. Yeah.
Shit. If you can tear flesh with that, I'd say it's pretty useful.
Yeah.
Or
Heck, put it right next to the hammer for the communist starter pack.
There you go. And since it's curved, you can
Mhm.
get some good combos out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could cut someone's head off like that. I mean, with
Well,
enough with enough
Very good.
strength and pressure, sure.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, you might have to take into account that skin, muscle, and bone all react differently to certain objects.
Good point.
All right.
Okay.
The hell is
Looks like Stormbreaker wanted to get in on the action.
bad?
Okay.
I
Is
guess
this a replica?
yes. This is
Another
Okay.
replica.
another replica made it into the.
So pretty much useless.
Yes,
Not exactly useful in that
but
case.
hey, it might serve okay, it might serve its purpose like the pickaxe, kind of.
Well, first
Not
of
really,
all,
because it's like 10 times the weight, and no one's ever gonna fucking yield that thing. Or
yeah.
wield that thing.
I mean, to its credit, though, it does have more range than the Mjolnir replica.
Yeah, I'll give it that. It's definitely more useful than the Mjolnir
Replica.
replicas. So by the mace, probably like a mace kind of
Mm-hmm.
deal.
Okay.
I don't think you could chop wood with that because it's so big and bulky.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You'd have
just
to
be
be
tired.
Uriah Stringer to carry that.
Or
Shout out.
what's the guy in Game of Thrones? Can't think of his name.
Mountain.
Yeah, the mountain.
Yeah, I mean, sure. If you're one in a million people, you can build that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or unless you're Braun Strowman. No, I'm kidding.
Or Eddie Hall,
Which none of us are.
if you know him.
Right?
Oh yeah, former strongest man.
Yep.
You know, I'm surprised, Phil, you forgot the flame, or not the flamethrower, the chainsaw.
Son of a bitch, Phil.
That's fine. Anyway,
It's alright.
Well,
I
I,
forgot how
I
wacky
already
it
know
is.
Chainsaw's is already gonna make it up there. I should already knew that Chainsaw was gonna make it.
well, it would have been a fun discussion.
That
Mm-hmm.
would've- but definitely Chainsaw would definitely be like without any question that Chainsaw
Made famous by Dead Rising.
Yeah, made famous by Dead Rising. It would have immediately made out there, and of course made famous in every like Left 4 Dead game, in not including Back 4 Blood, thank God. So, yeah. But yeah, I knew I forgot somebody. Son of a bitch. All right. One more time for the ninjas. Throwing knives.
I hope you have enough skill to use that. That's all I can say.
It'd be fun for target practice. I don't know what else you do
Yeah.
with it.
I don't know if because you have to be like really skilled just to like aim it like. I'm not saying you gotta be like fucking like Deadshot or Bullseye, but to like actually just like aim it straight in the head.
Yeah. Well, actually, to be effective, you kind of want to be close too. Not super close, like face to face, but I mean, like, at a relative close distance, that might be at its most effective, in my opinion.
But if we're taking this into all account of the weapon, all the weapons, it's pretty obsolete because you already have the bow.
Yeah,
Good
that
point.
is true.
So yeah, some of these weapons are actually obsolete thanks to the other weapons we have
Yeah,
on this channel. So yeah, that's garbage. Sorry.
Okay.
yeah,
Why would you use that if you have a bow? You know what I mean?
exactly.
Good point. Unless you're.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Well, the infamous Tommy gun.
Well,
Damn, reminds me of World War II. Well, World at War actually.
and the older Call of Duties.
Yep. Call of Duty 2, COD 3,
And to some extent,
Medal of
Evil
Honor.
4.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4.
Wasn't the more recent one? One of the more recent Call of Duty games. Not
Yeah, but no one,
Ops.
not Vanguard. No one plays Vanguard.
Yeah, unless you're really stupid.
Yeah. No, don't even talk about that.
Yes, please. If anything, I would argue. Okay, here's how much I feel about Vanguard. I would rather play Infinite Warfare over Vanguard any day. That's how much I hate it.
Fair enough. You know what, Nick? I can actually agree with that reason. Like as much as Infinite Warfare was bad, like, and now looking at Vanguard, like, thank God I didn't buy this game.
Yeah, same here. I refuse to buy Vanguard. After its reviews, like I actually looked at it and videos and stuff, and I'm like, nope, nope, I'm not buying this trash campaign. Hell no.
So, but for historic reasons, should the Tommy gun be very useful?
Well, I would argue it still, it can still be useful today, considering the ammunition is still widely used, right now. I mean, the gun itself is not used today, but I would argue, as long as you got .45 ACPs lying around, I could definitely say it's at least somewhat useful.
I'd say right below the MP5.
Yeah,
It's pretty much a heavier MP5.
yeah.
Perfectly placed.
All right.
And
And we
then
are here.
finally, our final weapon from the Boring Company, Elon Musk's creation.
This is not a flamethrower.
This is not a flamethrower.
You should put a whole new tier just for that.
I'm gonna probably make a new. I'm just gonna make a tier. Where
I was just kidding, but
I'm gonna make a tier that says for Elon Musk purposes. An Elon Musk purpose.
Well, first of all, what
Purpose?
is this weapon?
It's
You never
literally
seen-
it's okay. Do I need to find a? Oh, do I need to find a video?
it's pretty much a flamethrower, but like in a very compact form.
Yes.
You don't need the big ass gas canister on your back like the movies.
True.
It's literally in like a very compact assault rifle form. But it's a flamethrower, so it's pretty useful.
That's literally what it looks like.
I mean, not gonna lie, that kind of reminds me of the M41A flamethrower attachment in the Aliens franchise.
Pretty much. That's probably where Elon Musk got the influence. Inspiration.
Which, by the way, there is kind of a not well, I wouldn't say prototype, but like a precursor to it. If you do your research, in World War II, this was used as a last-ditch weapon for Nazi Germany, where it's kind of like using an aerosol spray and a lighter, except it's a lot bigger and it's literally just one burst of flame. That's it. I forgot what it's called, but it's definitely a real weapon for its time. As a last ditch resort, of course.
Wow, those things are $4,000.
Yeah. Ridiculous, right?
Wait,
No, I'm talking about the Elon Musk.
that thing's still $4,000? What the?
It's $4,000 MSRP. But again, since it's zombie apocalypse, you can probably dual wield that for free.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
If you can find it, that is.
it's up there.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna go on eBay right now. Find me find me it's not a flamethrower. Pretty sure you can. Find
Actually,
one.
earlier I said that I would go Home Depot and Walmart, right away
Yeah.
first. But I think I take that back. First place I'm going to is Tesla headquarters. Can you imagine what they have in there? Holy shit!
Oh shit!
All the replica weapons and future weapons.
Oh
That'd be
my
amazing.
god!
That's pretty much Area 51 in real life.
Elon Musk's house filled with
Yeah, man. He probably has a bat cave in there filled with flamethrowers and alien weapons.
Weapons that aren't supposed to exist yet.
but somehow, and yet that's probably how the Cybertruck and the rest of every Tesla Model 3, 2X, Y, Z models are being made down there.
Yeah. Realistically, though, in a zombie apocalypse, we'd probably be all dead anyway because North Korea will bomb everybody.
Good. Oh. That.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un's gonna just
Just
kill, and Putin probably. We'll have a blast war. We'll have fun with their nuclear code, and maybe Ige might join in ballistic missiles.
Oh yeah. Let him let him.
If he gets his Twitter password wrong, but.
Can you believe that shit has been like almost like 4 years already?
Yeah.
So this morning I forgot to put my password. Sorry guys. But
I forgot my password to. Oh my god.
It's not, guys. It's for real. For real kind.
Yeah. So earlier today, I forgot my Twitter password, and that's why all the COVID cases numbers are very high right now. So sorry.
And if you got that text this morning with the ballistic missile, that's not a test, guys. That's for real. So sorry.
And
and then he flies away in his spaceship.
And you know
Fuck
what?
you, dude.
I'm gonna enforce another shutdown on the state of Hawaii, and you gotta make sure that
Except for me.
I can go wherever like with no mask, and so can
Except for me and Guy Hage, but everyone else, good luck.
Except for me and Josh Green too. Okay.
And Fauci.
And Fauci. Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow, that was.
Welcome to the wacky world of Phil's guns.
Yes, because somehow, some way, I will find a way to either house all these things in a bunker, and I'll never know why I have them. Yes.
Fair enough.
So, I'm gonna tell you right now, despite how silly, wacky, and crazy the weapons that I've been showcasing from today's episode and last episode, if I had a bunker and I housed all these weapons in there, do not be surprised, because they might be useful later.
True. By the way, I'm gonna start Sea of Thieves soon, so we can start on that fort mission.
But anyways, yes. Thanks everyone for tuning into the Monday Night Podcast episode here, right on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Want to thanks everyone for tuning into our Trail of Tears special here, our continuation from last week. So, that being said, stay tuned. We have a plunder to finish.
Actually, a fort.
A fort to finish.
But yeah, I'll see you guys there later.
Okay. Shoot.
But till then,
all right.
Goodbye everyone, and good night. Bye-bye.